Hello, this is the reporting module for the Assure training programme for the SCAPE BECCS framework. My name is Victoria Bromwich and I am the Director of National Frameworks at Pick Everard and a Framework Manager for Perfect Circle. This module provides you with an insight into the reporting required for the SCAPE BECCS framework. The module outcomes are to give examples of report information required at a project level, to provide an overview of the reports prepared at a regional and at a framework level, to show you where reports are available on IE2 and how to run them, and also to identify some of the reasons why we report extensively under the BECCS framework. At the end of this module, you will be able to understand that reporting will help facilitate growth, raise the profile, and build relationships. This module will be followed by 5 questions to determine your level of understanding. So, here are some examples of the reports you may prepare at a project level. The reports produced by the consultant PSP, that is the principal supply partner of Perfect Circle, being either Pick Everard, Gleeds or ACOM, must comply with their respective business management systems, report processes and procedures. The reports at a project level are not required to be in Perfect Circle branded format. The project reports are to be agreed with the client as part of the project brief, but typically, where Perfect Circle are appointed for REBA plan of work stages, you are required to prepare or contribute towards these reports as per the framework specification of services for any of the 10 core services. In addition to the reports at project delivery stage, additional information is to be captured about the project that will feed into the case study. This will include information on understanding the client's drivers, obtaining testimonials from a number of different project stakeholders, identifying the project challenges and how these were overcome, recording whether the project was with the framework partners, and identifying what part of the supply chain played in the project and whether they were local or specialist service providers. The following 2 slides cover the reports that are prepared at a regional level by the regional leads. Firstly, the Perfect Circle scorecard, as seen here. The Perfect Circle regional leads meet monthly to coordinate client account management activities, to discuss joined-up business development strategies, marketing initiatives, and supply chain management in order to generate new work. The Perfect Circle scorecard is an internal document. It identifies the key transformational clients Perfect Circle want to work with, our current activity, and importantly, the agreed actions required by Perfect Circle to progress the business development process. The Perfect Circle regional team collectively input into this document, led and coordinated by the lead regional lead. Some of the information on this scorecard is derived from information that a job lead is entering onto IE2 and or in each PSP's own sales pipeline software tool. These scorecards are updated regularly and submitted monthly, reviewed by Perfect Circle Business Development Team and Framework Management Team. They are also available to the Perfect Circle Ops Board and the Senior Management Board for review. Next is the SCAPE Dashboard Report. The Perfect Circle lead regional leads meet SCAPE regional business managers and their regional SCAPE framework partners such as Wilmot Dixon, Balfour Beatty, Waits, Kier, Lend-Lease, Robertsons, etc. on a monthly basis to coordinate business development initiatives and share market intel. The regional lead prepares a dashboard report for this meeting, taking inquiry and project information from IE2 and summarising key highlights, new and existing client activities, key challenges, lessons learned, and any promotional activities that have taken place in the month. The report is only as good as the information available to the regional leads, again in part provided by you on IE2. The SCAPE Dashboard Report forms part of the terms of the BECS Framework Agreement, and each SCAPE Framework partner is required to submit this report. These dashboard reports are updated monthly and available to SCAPE, the Perfect Circle Ops Board, and the Senior Management Board for review. Next, I'm going to provide an overview of the framework reports prepared at a framework level, both monthly and quarterly. Before I do so, it is worth noting that weekly telephone catch-ups take place between the SCAPE Framework Manager for Consultancy Services and the Perfect Circle Framework Manager. The agenda items are usually good news stories, such as significant wins, new inquiries, and new clients brought to SCAPE, but also issues in terms of any notifications of issues raised by clients to SCAPE, the quality of the data being reported, and a review of the delivery agreement signed that week. We also review the improvement plan for Perfect Circle. On a monthly basis, under the terms of the framework agreement, Perfect Circle are required to report to SCAPE a project tracker. The information set out in the tracker is collated directly from the information on IE2. IE2 being the collaborative platform of choice for Perfect Circle. Information is entered directly into IE2 from the respective PSPs for a number of fields, including, but not exclusively, data on client, project, commission lead, forecast fees, start and end dates, status of the inquiry and project. In addition, IE2 records performance indicators, satisfaction surveys, audits, and has a document library for all Perfect Circle matters. The project tracker also provides the projection for forecast fees to SCAPE for a 12-month period. This is calculated by the forecast fees and the project start and end dates provided in IE2. The Perfect Circle Billings report is inserted into the project tracker and reports also the SCAPE management fee that is payable. The SCAPE management fee is paid based on the cumulative billings to ensure that any prior month adjustments are captured. For information presented in the project tracker, there are summary sheets for regional performance, sector performance, and an overview of the framework as requested by SCAPE. All data, therefore, must be as accurate as possible and reviewed and updated as the inquiry project progresses. The reporting period is per calendar month, and all data is validated on an ongoing basis to enable the project tracker to contain the most accurate data at the time of reporting. This report can be found in the document library. In addition to the monthly project tracker, Perfect Circle is required to report on the timely production and issue of delivery agreements. Each project must evidence a delivery agreement, when it was issued and when it was engrossed. The lead PSP produces the delivery agreement on behalf of the client, and it is the lead PSP that is required to follow up on any delivery agreements that have not been returned by the client. The Performance Achievement Report is also a requirement under the BECS Framework Agreement, produced monthly by the Perfect Circle Performance Management Team. This is collated from the data entered under each Commission PI. You will learn more about performance indicators in a separate training module. Please note that where we do not comply with the framework agreement and fail to meet the minimum required standards for reporting accurate data, Perfect Circle is required to agree to a rectification plan. If at the end of the rectification period the plan has not been met and Perfect Circle has not resolved the underperformance issues, SCAPE may notify Perfect Circle of financial penalties for each and every occasion of non-compliance on a monthly basis. In order to mitigate the risk of rectification plan not being met, Perfect Circle issue non-compliance reports to each PSP on a weekly basis to ensure that any missing data is provided so that measurements are met. Now I am going to provide an overview of the quarterly progress report, otherwise known as the QPR. The QPR is a summary of performance in the quarter and an opportunity for us to report on our successes. The report includes performance against target, repeat business, regional and sector performance, case studies as highlighted in the quarter, achievement in our employment and skills plan, progress on fulfilling framework commitments, a review of the risk register, a synopsis of marketing initiatives in the quarter, and our social and PR campaigns. Just to recap then, so far we have covered examples of report information required at a project level, and an overview of the reports prepared at a regional and framework level. Next, we're going to look at where you can locate reports on IE2. When you log on to IE2, you access reports via the Job Project Commission as highlighted in yellow here, and then click on Reports on the right-hand side as circled by the red outline. Then click on the BECS General Reports. You will be able to run any number of reports in this section. Examples are Report by Job Lead, Projects by Region, the Top 10 Strong Probable Inquiries, the Top 10 Clients. The SCAPE management team also have access to these reports. I mentioned earlier the non-compliance reports that are issued internally to each PSP. These reports identify missing data that Perfect Circle is required to report on and assists us in managing the process to avoid remedial action and therefore any potential non-compliance financial penalties. Through accurate data and comprehensive reporting, each business and Perfect Circle is better informed. Importantly, we can then decide how to present this information to our clients and our prospective clients. How we present this data enables us to better position ourselves, whether it is a case study for a project in a particular sector, or cumulative data that promotes our capability within a region. This is all derived from the information and data you report. During the course of this reporting module, we have covered examples of report information required at a project level, provided an overview of the reports prepared at a regional level and prepared at a framework level. We have also shown you where to locate reports on IE2 and how to run them. In addition, we've identified some of the reasons why we report extensively under the BECS framework. I'd like to thank you very much for your time today. Thank you.
If you are ready, please now commence the short multi-choice assessment that follows. Thank you.